What's going on, everybody? Arie here. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a 30K per day, all right, per day. So we're not talking about per month, per year. We're talking about per day dropshipping store. So this dropshipping store that I'm about to show you is pretty basic, I'm not gonna lie. It's actually extremely simple, and the reason I wanted to share it is because of how simple it is, yet they've been able to achieve massive success beyond what 99.9% of e-commerce stores in general are able to generate. Now, I will be honest, this store does end in disaster, so the lifetime of this store was not too long, but they were able to accomplish a lot while they were alive. So this will be a great lesson for a lot of you guys that are starting to dropship or just starting to get into the e-commerce game. If you don't know what dropshipping is a method of fulfillment. Traditionally, what most people know is AliExpress dropshipping. So you use a site like AliExpress where there's global suppliers, most of them in China, and you can ship products directly to customers that buy from you. So you create a Shopify store, for example, and then you use a Chrome extension like Oberlo that allows you to easily fulfill orders on AliExpress. That way you don't have to take in any inventory. You can just start selling things right away from AliExpress suppliers and deliver them directly to your customers, again, through AliExpress. Now, if this is the first time you've heard about this business model, right away you may be thinking, well, that sounds kind of weird. It sounds like there wouldn't be a lot of control in your business, and you're right. However, it's still an amazing way to start a business just because of the low barrier to entry and the low cost. I mean, the skills that you'll learn in terms of marketing and stuff are priceless, so I still think it's a great way to start. And just before we begin, I want to give a quick announcement. So the art drop is finally here, so make sure you go in the description to cop your office art. It's a great message. This is the first of many to come, but it's definitely my favorite that I've made so far. It's unique and it will serve as a great reminder every single day. So go to the link in the description and cop yours before it's too late. But here we go. Let me just show you the store and kind of stop talking about it here. So the store is called Versum. Now, it's actually a store that is based out of Spain, which is probably one of the reasons why it's so successful. It's not actually in a huge market. I mean, Spain is a big market, don't get me wrong, but it's not in one of the popular English-speaking countries. So the competition is basically zero. Now, the crazy thing about this store, let me actually translate it to English, even though I know some of you guys know Spanish. That's actually my first language, but that's just a little fun fact. But here we go. Now that it's in English, let me show you around a little bit. The first thing that stood out to me is the fact that they use a free theme. So they were able to achieve this massive success. Well, not success anymore, but they did achieve success through just a free theme. So right away, the first lesson I guess that we can take away from this is don't overthink your Shopify store design too much. As long as it's clean and gets the message across well, you're more than welcome to use just a free theme. I actually have a free theme linked in the description for Debutify, which is a much better theme than Brooklyn in my opinion, but it has a lot of cool features that you can add, and yeah, it's free as well, so check that out in the description. But what's shocking to me is that this store actually did this amount of volume through selling these smartwatches. So weirdly enough, I guess people see these and they're kind of drawn to buy them. I'm guessing it's because of the low price compared to an actual Apple Watch, but still, that's actually extremely shocking to me personally. Now, the way that I found this store is through an app called Salesforce. It's actually a software, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it does make it really easy for you to actually start finding stores to kind of break down or spy on. And they're estimating that they got 1.4 million visitors per month. But as you can see, that was in July. And as I told you, now in October, they only got 3,000 monthly visitors. So kind of a sad story, I guess. The store is pretty simple. All the apps that they're able to track are just frequently bought together: Klaviyo and NFT Cube and NF Cube, which is just like an Instagram feed app. And we can actually see that at the bottom of their page. So they got a little bit of an Instagram feed. I actually really like this part of their store. I think it adds a lot of trust and it allows people to go check out their social media. I mean, if you're on social media, why not show it off on your actual website, which is where people will shop for your products. Again, like I told you, they're using the free Brooklyn theme. This is a theme that every Shopify store has access to. It's a really nice theme. I actually really do love the Brooklyn theme as well. So as I told you, their best seller was one of these smartwatches. And to me, again, like the funny thing is I would never actually think to sell something like this. I would think that, everybody wants to buy from the name brand, Apple, or, Galaxy, I guess, Microsoft, or Android, or whatever it is. But I guess not. I guess some people do actually want to buy fakes and replicas. I'm not recommending that you guys do this by any means. I think you could definitely get in trouble, and it's just not really a cool business in my opinion. But it's just shocking how well it can work. Website is pretty ugly. Like the pictures aren't even the same color as the background, so like it looks really weird. This white contrasts too much with this like pinkish background, and these variants look super ugly and take up so much space. I guess the reason why they were able to succeed so hard is because they stated that their delivery is in 24 to 48 hours. That's kind of sus in my opinion. Like I don't think they're actually telling the truth when it comes to that. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what it says here. Due to the high demand for orders at this time of the year, please consider the following shipping times. Shipping throughout Spain, 24 to 48 hours. Shipping to Canary and Balearic Islands, 48 to 72 hours. Actually, damn. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they actually did take inventory to their country and ran it up just in Spain alone. So maybe they weren't lying. Maybe that actually is true. I actually think, if you're shipping in your local country, you can easily actually get, 28 to 48 hour shipping if you have like a warehouse or if you know of a fulfillment center. And this is why I always tell you guys, like if you are in an untapped market, like in a specific country, don't neglect these options. This is actually a really good idea, especially, like I said, since there's not going to be a lot of competition. And something as simple as stating that delivery is in 1 to 2 days is actually going to increase your conversion rate significantly. I mean, that puts you way ahead of basically every other dropshipping store and ahead of most Shopify stores in general. So that's pretty dope. Now they have a little ambassador program here, which is kind of interesting. I wonder how well it actually works considering the fact that they're kind of an interesting brand. They do actually have 4,000 followers on Instagram, and they do get a little bit of engagement here. They are probably buying this engagement though, if I were to guess, because they're not getting any comments. But some of this stuff is really clean. Some of these products actually look quite good. Like this product photography actually looks awesome. And I guess they actually used a real influencer for this. So here's the thing, when you offer to send people stuff for free, so let's say they took in all this inventory, right? Now they can just start reaching out to influencers in Spain to just start sending out free products and getting free content. And as soon as you start doing that, that literally adds so much value to your brand. I mean, pictures like this literally build up so much credibility. I mean, maybe not this particular one, but when people see influencers actually using your product, like right away, that's a sign that you're a real business, that it's a real product, and that you're likely not going to get scammed. I know it sounds crazy to think in those terms, but man, there's so many scammers in every sort of business model that you can imagine. So it is important to think about that. And it's not that hard and not that expensive to actually start sending out free products, especially if you can get something like this for, let's see. So this smartwatch from AliExpress is about $23. There's one for $19 over here. But I'm sure if we go to Alibaba, we can find it for even cheaper. So as you can see on Alibaba, we found one with a 10-piece minimum order quantity. So all you have to do is order 10 of these and you can get them for $12 to $14. And they are selling something like this for 60 euros, which is currently basically $69 or $70. So that's basically a 6x margin on this product. That's pretty insane. And again, they're able to have such a simple, ugly design. No offense. If this is your store, please don't take offense to this. I mean, I'm actually giving you some good constructive criticism here. You can improve this a lot. And the fact that someone's able to do 30K a day with something this simple really just goes to show like the possibilities out here and like how crazy this space really is. So having this sort of margin really is helpful, especially when it comes to ads. They're not running ads anymore. I actually did check. They don't have any ads on anymore. So I'm guessing that they're just dropping this project altogether now. But I'm sure at their peak, they were running a ton of ads. And, you know, it's really helpful to have this sort of margin where you get something for like 10 bucks and you sell it for 60 or 70. Obviously, marketing costs are only rising, especially on Facebook. So having a higher margin really is helpful. But I'm curious to know how well this product works. I mean, I can't imagine it being a very high quality product, unfortunately, but they just did really well when it comes to getting influencers involved and solidifying the brand through just that. I mean, really, it's that simple. They just got some girls involved in the project, sent them some free products, and now they have a bunch of content that they can use to market effectively. So in my opinion, content is like probably the most important thing that a business needs, aside from a great product, of course. But there's no such thing as, you know, too much content, in my opinion. And I think this brand shows how important content really is. But again, there's a lot of lessons that we can learn here. One, simple is better a lot of times. You know, everybody overthinks everything, and this brand clearly didn't overthink much. They just made a website, found a product, ordered the product to their own country so that they could ship things fast, and started sending out free products to influencers to get the brand name out there even more. But that's all I wanted to share with you today. I just thought this was super interesting, and I thought it might motivate a few of you guys that are just getting started. The last thing that I want to say here is we are dropping this art on November 12th. So November 12th is the official drop day of the art. I can't wait to see you guys support it and, you know, throw it up in your office or wherever. It's a really great message, and I'm just really excited to release it. So I'll be leaving a link in the description. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.